Yes, I'm back. I'm now back in the meeting. Let's see how we can push it. Let me try to share my screen. But I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Hope you guys are seeing my screen. Let me hope you guys are seeing my screen. I'm looking for someone I will be writing. Yes. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying we have two strategies. One is called lump sum, and the second strategy is called dollar cost averaging. So when you see, I will first explain this first strategy, which is called the lump sum strategy, of which we have this one also in the robot, but the most advantageous strategy that the robot gives us is the other dollar cost averaging strategy. Lump sum works like this. Let's say someone is buying Bitcoin, BTC. You're buying BTC at this level, maybe at 9K. You understand? Then, when you buy it at 9K, remember let's say you have your capital of 1000 USDT and you want to buy BTC, but BTC is at this price 9K USDT. You understand? So you use your $1,000 to enter into the market. You use all the money in the market, but the market drops, maybe goes to 5K. It continues dropping to 4K. You understand? But you had used all your capital to enter into the market. So it means you have done what we call lump sum. You have used what we call lump sum strategy. For you will first wait for the market to come back, reach here, continue, and hit, maybe let's say you wanted 3%, until it goes beyond the level you bought your coin at, to go up to some price that you will hit that percent at. That's what we call lump sum. That one means you will not earn anything when the market is doing what? When the market is going down. When the market is going down, you will not earn anything. Even when the market is coming back, you will not earn anything until you hit your take what? You take profit. But the robot gives us the strategy that we call dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is what makes this robot very special, very different from manual trading. When you're doing manual trading, you don't have the opportunity for margin calls. You understand? Even if you buy at different prices, but the robot will not offer you this chance of selling each call margin. You understand? So how does it work? Let's say someone want to buy. Let's say, okay, someone is having a capital of 1000 USDT. So when you have this 1000 USDT, you get you have 1000 USDT and you want to buy Bitcoin, BTC. You get. So you enter Bitcoin. When you enter Bitcoin at 9.9, yeah, maybe 9.9K. You understand? Yeah, oh, 99. Sorry, I'm sorry. It is 9K. You get. So the coin drops. When the coin drops to 95K, you add. Let's say at first you had 1,000 capital, but at first you used you used 100. Used 100 for the first buying amount. You get. When the coin dropped, you buy that call margin at the price of 95. But okay, let's say it had dropped by -1%. When it dropped to this price, you added more $100. So when you added more $100, it means you will pull this price. You get. You will pull this price 99K to something like 97K. 95K. You understand? So it means when you pull this price something like 95K, it means when you had that floating loss of -1, it will reduce, maybe goes to negative maybe 7.5. You understand? One, we are pulling the average price near to the current price. You understand? Second, we are reducing floating loss. In down there, we'll show you how advantageous it is. Yeah, then the robot continues. Okay, the coin continues dropping. It is not going our way. It is just going against us. It is continuing to maybe 90 now. When it went to 90, maybe it dropped by negative 1.5. You understand? After dropping by negative 1.5, you added more $100. That one you're buying margin calls. Here I'm assuming you get. You know how you people set your strategies and yes. So when it dropped to 90K and you added more $100, you pulled. You again pull the other price, the average price. It comes closer to the current price. Let's say now it comes. It was, remember, now we no longer consider 99K. No, now we are considering 97. So it means we will now pull it maybe to 95. You understand? Remember, we entered the market when it was at 90 what? At 90 and 99K. So it will pull that price to 95 now. You get? So it means if you get -1 that we had at first plus -1.5, that is -2.5. But remember, we had pulled our average price closer. In the actual sense now, we had 0.75. But when we pull this one, when we buy this call margin and we pull this price closer to now 90, 96, instead of having floating loss of -2.5, now we shall be having negative maybe 1.5. Are you seeing? We are reducing. Now we shall be having negative 1.5. What does it mean? It means now we are reducing that average, sorry, we are reducing the floating loss as we also create this chance. Let me show you here. We had 99K, we moved down to 95K, we moved down still to 90K. But in this process, we are making our average prices. Our average price, one was at 97K, another one is now at 95K. Another average price is here at 95K. It means when this person is coming back here, when you reach here, he will sell this margin call faster. You get? He will first sell this call margin. Even when you reach here, you will sell this one and just move a little bit here before reaching the other 99K, and you move faster out of the market compared to someone who entered with 1,000 USDT in the market at once. So this one, in the process of doing this averaging stuff, moving from 99 to 95 up to 96, you understand? So you find yourself, you're moving out of the market faster compared to the other person who entered in the market using lump sum. You understand? That's what we call dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging. It helps you move out of the market faster compared to someone who entered in the market with all the money. You get? So this robot, what it does, for it will help you. Maybe, well, to me, it also depends on which strategy you're using. Even if you're using dollar cost averaging, you can decide to use sub-bin real-time settlement, which will help you buy the downer call margins from the fourth to infinity going down, sell one by one. You get? But here, one, you'll be reducing your floating loss. Two, you'll be bringing your average price closer to the current price. That's why they always tell you people, when you're setting your call margins, understand the way you're setting your call margins. Here, even if you have dollar cost averaging, but you have your settings when they are not set very well. Let's say you're having a drop of maybe you enter the coin here at 99k, but you set a drop of negative 10. That when your robot drops by negative 10, let it buy. It will buy. Remember, you had entered with $100 and you're using $10. You get $10 at a drop of negative 10. It means this one, it will just pull something very small. It will just pull something very small. Something very small from 99k, you will find yourself maybe with 98.9. Here you're doing something very, of course, something very small. You understand? So when you're setting your robot, you need to understand how you're setting your robot. At least someone with a negative one, when you're having $100 and you're using 10, it can put something. You get, by the time you reach negative 10, it means you have bought 10 times. I need you to quote me very well. Someone with 100 but is setting his core margin at negative 10 using 10 USDT. By the time you reach negative 10, it means you will have multiplied that $10, making it 100. At least instead of having negative 10, you'll be having like negative 5. You understand? So, also when you're using dollar cost averaging, it depends, one, on the way you're setting your robot, two, your capital. Let me show you also how capital affects this. If someone is having $100, you're having $100. Remember, you will say, if the market goes towards my side, I will do what? I'm going to get money. So some people fear to start with maybe 10 as first buying amount. They say, let me use what? Let me use 50 USDT as my first buying amount. After using 50 as your first buying amount, you're remaining with 100 USDT. When you remain with 100 USD, sorry, on 100 you subtract 50, so you remain with $50. Remember that $50. Now you start looking at yourself. How many core margins should I have? Of course, we always like when you use minimum of 10. Don't use 5. You find when you're using 5, you will not even be making profit. You get? You will find you're selling very many times, but very hard to make $1. Even if you make $1, you go the other side of fuel fee, you compare, you find yourself not making money. You're just there loitering into the market, not making money. So it's better when you use what? We use there is 10. So it means 10, and you have your remaining with 50 USDT. You have, and we are using 10 as first buying amount for core margins. It means you will be having first 5 core margins. So it means if you have 5 core margins, remember, we always recommend to have at least negative 20% drop. When you're planning, have a drop of that. So you have 5 core margins now, and you want to cover that. It means we'll be forced to use negative 5 as a drop. Each drop put negative 5. Each core margin give it a drop of negative 5, buying $10. Now you see the scenario where it come, where now how it come. So remember, we had bought at 99k with $50. It has dropped by negative 5. After dropping by negative 5, it is now maybe at 95k. You put $10. $10 means when you put $10, it will just put this price very, it will just put that price something very small. An average maybe of, it brings that price maybe to 98.85. You get? So it means your capital is making, however much we are using dollar cost averaging, but you're pulling this price something very small. Why? Because you're limited to capital. One, the core margin, the core drop, you'll be putting a very big drop. So it means when also you come here, instead of changing this one maybe by half, you will just drop, you will just reduce something very small, and you have negative 4 point maybe 75. Okay, so you remove, you find yourself, however much you have core margins, but you're setting very big percentage drop for each core margin, you'll drop faster, my friend. Drop faster, that is the truth, and you will find yourself into what? Into floating loss. So it's better maybe if you have 100, yes, accept you have 100. Your capital is very small. Accept it. Use what? Use $10 for each call margin. So first buying amount, at least make it 10. I know some people will say, my capital will burn. How can my capital remain on what? How can my capital remain on my account? It's not in the market. I'm not, my friend. The market is going to drop. You will be in floating loss and you're crying there. You get? So it's better and small, but what we want is consistency. How consistent are you in the business? Not that in the first day you have your $100, use the first buying as 50, you use your first buying as 50, by luck you hit the 3%, make something maybe 3%. Maybe you will make something like 2.5, maybe $2.5, is it? Or 1.5, sorry, it will be. Is it 1.5? Around there. Okay, let's take like that. You get, okay, you have made some good money, but tomorrow the market drops again. You had used the 50 as first buying amount. The market is dropping too much, like what we saw, what happened this week, and you had put all the money and the first buying amount. It means you will overdrop, you find yourself in negative floating loss, which is too much compared to someone who said, this market is very volatile and is dynamic and we don't know how much it drops. Someone said, let me budget for my capital. I have my 100, but let me start with 10 as first buying amount. You understand? Here, I'm just giving advice. I'm not telling anyone to do what I'm telling you, but if you see it very useful, you can apply it. So when you use 10 and you give your drop, okay, whichever drop you want to give, but at least you're using 10 core margins. Are you saying that if I have 10 plus 10 divided by 2, I'm making average, this one can pull, it means I would be having something maybe like 1. Are you getting me? It means here you can easily pull, if your first buying amount is that and you're using call margins the same money, you can pull that average price closer to the current price compared to someone who is using 50 and 10 as call margin. Here the gap is very big to bring the average price near to this, but here you can bring the average price closer and you're not going too much floating loss, and again you have more chances open for margin calls. At least you can buy 10 or 9, get, or you can buy 9 call margins. So you find someone with small capital. That's why you always see on the group someone posts a result is having 300 and the person is making $5 a day or $10 a day, and you, someone with 1,000 capital, 1,000 USDT, you're making $2.5, $1. Why? Because for you used your first buying amount as 500 and you have 1,000. You get? You find here much of the money is there in the first buying amount. The coin is dropping, you're buying few call margins. Because you see, for you have big capital, you want to use call margins as $50. You find you buy 2 times, you buy maybe how many times? You buy like 5, or yes, your capital is done. And you're setting very big percentage drop. At the end of the day, you're not making money. But someone who is used 300 is just using maybe 50 as first buying amount, remaining with 100 what? With 250. And is distributing his core margins very well. You find in a day he has sold at least 10 core margins. And for in a day you have sold 2. And someone after selling 10 core margins makes some good money compared to you. And when they post results in the group, you start asking, how much capital, how much capital? No, it's not all about the capital. It's about how you set your strategy. Yes, it's about how you set your strategy, how you manage your capital, how you take your risk, how you understand the robot. Yeah, that's it all for today. Now the class is going to be open for questions. Whoever is having any question concerning the robot, you can ask, then we take you through that and we see how we can move on very well with the business. Yes, the class is now open for questions. Anyone with a question? Hello? Hello? Do you have any question? Do you have any question?
I just want, hello,
Yes, yes.
I just want to help me check on bio if you can.
Check on what?
On bio,
Bio is a coin.
yeah,
What's wrong with bio?
it's like I'm trading it, but
You're
it's
not
really
doing
deep.
what?
I've been trading it, but it's really deep, deep.
It's deep, eh?
Yeah,
Okay. So even if we check, you had set good call margins or bio? How is it? What bio?
yeah, yes.
Okay, you can check and see. But I don't know the I don't know the how you had set your how you had put your settings. Okay, my network is not good. You had call margins. Hello, 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 Nasos. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I had 18, but they are even done. It's still going down, down, down.
Oh, 18 call margins. You had entered at which price?
It was at 0.3 something going on,
It was 0.3.
but it's in 0.26 something, but I entered in on 0.3.
Eh, I see it dipped here. That's why, yeah. So maybe you need to be patient. If you can get more money and change your strategy, the way you had set the settings, because okay, my indicator is not loading. I think it's internet problem. The network is not good. But what I'm seeing, it might be on what? It might be on the discount level. You see? So in case the market bounces back, we are sure, okay, we have hopes that maybe it will do what? It will come back. You get? And I'm saying it is a new coin. It is a new coin. It is a new coin. It was listed when? It was listed on 6th Jan. Sorry? It was listed on 3rd Jan. Okay? Maybe you can wait for it. You never know, it can come back. Okay? Just be patient. Yeah, if you have some money, you can put in call margins, you be earning from margin calls. You get? Are we
Okay.
together? Is there any other question?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Is there any other question? Is there any other question?
Yes, Mr. Sunday.
Okay, you can ask.
What if she sells at that price, that current price?
It means she's going to make a loss. And in this business, our target is not to do what? It's not to make a
Make
loss.
loss.
You understand? I don't know which negative, I don't know how much is in that coin, and I don't know maybe how which negative floating loss is she having, but whatever she's having there might be negative, and when she sells now, she's going to make a loss. And that's what we don't do that in. Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you still have any other question?
Yes, I have a question, Mr. Sandy. Good
Okay,
evening, everyone.
you can ask.
Yes. First of all, thank you for that lesson.
You're welcome.
My question is,
Mm.
first of all, I have a coin that I entered sometimes back,
Mm.
and I entered it at the average price of 0.006, but right now it moved up to 0.002. So my question
Zero
is it
point what?
possible to put that coin so that it can drop up
0 point what?
at 0.006, but right now it's at 0.002 point
Mm.
something.
Mm.
So is it possible to post that coin?
Okay, if you feel like you no longer put more margin calls in the coin, even if you pause it, there is no problem. Only that when you pause it, one, you will not be buying margin calls, and any other margin calls that it had bought, it will not sell them. Two, that is two. Then another thing is that even if it comes out of the floating loss and you're not aware, you're offline, it will not sell. Even if it's the take profit that you had said, when that coin is paused, it will not sell. But maybe if you're tired of seeing it on your running coins, you can pause it and keep monitoring it. In case it comes back, bounces back, you sell it off. That's it. But pausing it doesn't have any other thing, only that it just stops the coin from running only.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sandy.
You're welcome. Yeah. Do you still have any other questions? Do you still have any other questions? Or we call it a night? Okay. If there is no other question, have a good night and see you guys on Friday. Stay safe. Let's be patient. I know the market is down, but it will come back. When the market goes down, it creates more opportunity for buying. Remember, our principle is we buy low and sell high. That amazing strategy that we use, buy low and sell high. When the market keeps high, no one is going to buy. And when it continues going up, you understand you will not be having opportunity for what? For buying. That's why I always advise people when you're setting your strategy, set your strategy, but leave some percent of your capital on the what? On the account. In case the market goes down, you can buy another coin when the market is down, so that when it is coming up, you come up as also making profits. Stay blessed. Have a good night. Kakai.